All right, all right. I think we are good. I would love it if someone could let me know that audio is good, please. It would make my life easier because I'm using the condenser mic tonight as I don't feel like messing with the wireless ones because I'm having issues with that last time on this computer. But I just set up OBS Studio, so I'm on a fresh profile, so hoping that this works out a little bit better. I am a little bit early too. I mean, a couple minutes, not a big deal. But anyways, so until someone does that, I'm gonna go ahead and I guess we're gonna get started. So what I'm gonna do tonight, hopefully, I say hopefully because I have no idea. I'm going to start upgrading Klipper on my old machines. So I have Hound, which is right here. We did that one not too long ago when I configured that, so I think the update on that will be a little bit easier. Megatron is well over a year old of Klipper, I think. And then I have Optimus Prime, Ultra Magnus, and Fastlane to upgrade. So I'm going to try to do them. Oh, and Teletron, because so Teletron is my Raspberry Pi hub, basically. So I connect just to that, and I can manage all my printers from that single interface instead of having to go to each individual printer or adding every other printer to each other. If you don't know what that means, I'll show you here in a minute because I like to do it that way. I think it's easy to have like a hub to manage everything, and because they're all transformer names, they kind of it's fun. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch over to desktop here. I'm gonna start saving all my configs in here. I just have to save them all off. Well, again, before I do anything. So this here is Teletron 1 or Teletran, however you want to pronounce it. I see my audio like super peaked there. I think it's this computer. Let me just turn the gain down a little bit because I saw it just like super peak there. Where's the filters at? Filters, there it is. All right, I'll do that. Maybe that'll be better and it won't peak as much. So here in Teletron 1, again, this is just a Raspberry Pi Zero that I use to be able to manage everything. Why does it keep peaking? I apologize. I just saw it red line again for some reason. Testing, testing. I'm hoping that's not blowing out anybody's ears who is using a headphones. So sorry about that. Anyways, let me try this again now. I'm trying to keep my eye on the graph here. So Teletron 1 is a Raspberry Pi Zero that is a single interface. It is just Teletron 1.local. So, and then over here on the right, you can add all of your printers onto it. So you can see I don't have Ultra Magnus on here. I should boot that up real quick. And that way we'll add that. So the first I'm going to do is to update Teletron. I think that'll be the easiest option to start with so that it has the newest features, because I noticed when I was managing Nemesis with this, the interfaces don't match, so I wasn't able to like do some of the settings in the UI, which is a little bit annoying, but that's kind of how it goes. So I'll put up here on Fluids thing. So we're doing Klipper, Moonraker, and then Fluid, and then everything else after that. So we're gonna go ahead to, I think it's under settings. I think it's at the bottom. Yeah. So again, first up is gonna be Klipper. So we're gonna go ahead and tell Klipper to update. If it doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. I can just pull the config and save it off, which is kind of why I'm doing that. So this printer.config, I want to download, and then I'm going to put it into the folders on my server so that I don't lose the actual printer config. Because everything else we can redo. The important part is the printer config. So here, and then this is Hound. So we're going to move this in here. Just call this printer config. So Hound also has a Klipper screen, so I will need to pull that config off as well, which I'll have to do from MOBA Xterm. And is Hound on here? Hound's on here. Okay. Gunner, how you doing? Sorry, I saw you there. Didn't say anything. Sorry. We're still updating here. Yeah, 9.091 is what I was running, and the current version is 10.0. So yeah, pretty old version. But the thing is that if it doesn't, like, if it ain't broke, don't update it. Come on. I'm hoping that the power stays on because I have power issues today, which have been annoying. So I'm just going to go over to Klipper screen. And where was it under here? Because there was a way to be able to see the Klipper screen config from here, but for some reason I can't see it, and I don't understand why I can't. I thought I had that enabled on the... I might have to check some of the other printers because I know there was a way to show that in the Klipper config area, but I'm not seeing it here, which is not great. I need to Google to figure that out. This is still updating here. I kind of want to do these one at a time so that I don't kind of, screw myself up. Because I'm afraid that I'll start changing things and too many things at one time, and then I'll end up forgetting what I downloaded or what I changed, and it'll just be a whole hot mess. We don't want that. So I was talking with the Patreon chat in the Discord, and I've gone ahead and checked. Every couple months, I go onto like the affiliate sites that I use, and cash in the money that's there. So I went on to AliExpress, which was cool. I had a couple $100 in there. So I went ahead and how we're doing Moonraker. Went ahead and pulled that money. So I've got $350 to put towards the channel, and I was really trying to figure out, what would be the best thing to do with that money. And I think it's coming to potentially getting the V0.1 kit from AliExpress, only because of the price. The LDO kit would be really cool to buy, but they are, I believe, $700 or $800, and it took me 8 months to get this $350. So I don't really have the $800 to sink into that V0 kit. So I'd love to hear from people who have gotten any of the ones off of AliExpress. I know some people have gotten them, but I think I might end up doing that if I can find a Pi. because it's like 340, 350 for the kit without the Pi. Adding the Pi makes it 450. It's $100 to the Raspberry Pi 3. So I'm trying to get a Pi. And right now, it looks like Brandon is going to look through his gear and see if he has anything he can sell me. But more to come on that. But if you guys have any ideas of something you'd like to see for the channel, give me a shout. Again, because I asked the patrons first on what they would like to see. Aaron had sent a linear rail conversion. While that would be cool, I don't really think I want to do that. I'd love to try something new. Gunnar, are you there? Are you hearing the audio like spike? Because I'm seeing it here on the mixer. I'm gonna have to probably figure out something to do here in a minute. If it's gonna keep doing this, I might have to hook into the back of the motherboard if this front audio connector is jacking up like this. $125 OS packages. That's going to take forever to update. We're not going to do that tonight. Or you can't see that because my head's in the way. Let me do this over here. So yeah, you can see 125 packages. Well, you can't see that, I guess. Why is my cursor not coming through? Capture cursor. There we go. Yeah. So 125. So that's going to take a hot minute. So we'll do that later. I just want to get the core functionality working in this first. I guess Gunner left because there's one person watching. Cool. We'll chug on nonetheless. Man, I thought Moonraker would take a lot shorter time to upgrade. But I guess it's that old because we're going from 7148 to 7158. That's not that old. I guess I shouldn't say that old, but a very different type of version numbering on that. Wasn't that? Oh, it wasn't Pip. I forget what that was the other day that was causing me errors. I had to go back and like do a fix. Was it on? No, it wasn't on here. All right. So once this is done, then we can update fluid. It's funny because this is literally just the interfacing Pi. It's not doing like anything else. It's not attached to a printer, anything like that. I mean, so I could technically use this in that Volrun build, but I want to put a 3 in it and not a 0. Just to keep up with the speed that is that V0. If I end up going that route. I don't know. I'm still fairly undecided on exactly what I want to do. Yeah, it's still jumping up like that. We'll see what happens. If anybody comes in the stream and tells me about it, we'll see what happens. But how out of date is Hound? It's out of date too. It's not that bad though. So I will start this one because it shouldn't be too bad. Again, it's really close to what everything else is. But I already downloaded that at least. I'm thinking I don't think in Hound I'll have to, but the other printers, I think I have to redo the actual firmware on them because there were changes to the firmware itself. And I think Adam or someone had told me that that was most likely going to be something that needed to be done, is to update. Once you do all the updates, it won't connect. You're going to have to remake the firmware and then put it back on that SD card, boot the machine again, and then it should work. I don't have anything downloading, so it should. This is about as fast as my internet will go here. And then Moonraker is going to take forever, so we'll start that one there. Then yeah, Nemesis should be fully updated. Yeah, that's updated. So I'm just gonna download the config for it, and then Nemesis. Yeah, keep it. Where'd it go? All right, and then we've got Nemesis updated, and I think. Okay, finish. So let's reconnect. Hopefully, get Teletran back to reconnect to it. It's probably rebooting. There it is. Okay, sweet. So let's go back here. It already has. All right, let's just do a quick one on there. It's funny. I just updated it, and yet it said it needs another Klipper update. And that's the first thing to do. Okay, so I'm going to. Oh, I think that menu config. I'm using that because that's. No, I'm not using it. All right, so Nemesis can go away now. Error updating Klipper. Oh, up to date. Okay, so now we're going to do fluid on Teletran. Woo, that went pretty quick. So, yep, internet's working good right now. Whoa. I think this is going to be the new interface. That's what it just refreshed for. The newest interface. Yep. Yep, this is the newest interface. Check for updates. Okay, and again, so we're not going to touch the OS packages. What I want to do now is I want to. We're going to do. Let's do. I guess Megatron's the oldest. So we'll go ahead and work on Megatron. Okay. Okay, so now we can do fluid on there. All right, Megatron. So I first need to go into config here. We need to download the config. Let's see, Megatron. Yes, keep it. Come on. Okay. And again with the Klipper screen, I'm not seeing it. Let's try, let's do a new connection here. Let's go to Megatron. I don't really need to save the config for it, but it's just kind of to be on the safe side to have it saved. Let's see what happens here. This one is an old version, so I think this is going to be a start from scratch type of deal. Because I have to update Klipper first. Yeah, I have to update Klipper first. So, um, so let's update Klipper screen. We'll figure out that error for the pi sensor. Because actually, I'll have to grab that from Nemesis has it, and it works on the new version. So I might have to update a setting. I'm guessing on the. I'm guessing that sensor has changed. Let's see, where's it at here? The fan, heater bed. Oh yeah, so it's Pi CPU. This is the new verbiage for it. Policy kit. That was the one that kept screwing up. Yeah. Policy kit. That's what was giving me issues the other day. Okay, yeah, rotation distance, I know. Okay. So now we're gonna do Moonraker on here. And then I'll go to, I'm just gonna copy this. Oh, I gotta restart that. Now we can add Ultra Magnus to this. Be good if I actually do the URL right. Oh, come on. Ultramagnus.local. There it is. Boom. Okay. Those are still running. Oy vey. Oh yeah, because I got to do so many updates. Again, this one is also super out of date. Yeah, 9.1. But I don't want to do it. I want to do it directly from it. So we're just going to close Teletron now. And then we'll go here. Ultramagnus.local. And do it that way. Okay. Yeah, some of these updates are way, way bigger than I thought they would ever be. Kind of figured they would be quick and easy things to update. I know, rotation distance. I gotta do all that. I know. I know. It's gonna be a pain. And then, oh, cool. Not important. So now we're gonna do fluid on you. Okay, cool. So all three of those are updated now on Megatron. Let's go to the. Oh my goodness, where am I going? Configuration. Oh, that updated. That was quite quick, I guess. Really, this is already updated? Okay, I want to just I want to just reboot this to make sure that it's totally squared away. Okay, all that's updated. I also want to reboot you. Okay. So we're going to go into here and printer config. All right. So before I do the yeah, Gunner, people will come up eventually, I guess. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. So save that. I need to go up to the. All right, so I have to change out a bit of stuff here. So let's go up here to X as well. So I need microsteps, rotation distance, and okay, so Megatron. So that'll go there like that. And then step. Now we go to Y. Same thing for Y. And then Z. It's going to be this. And then Z1. Same thing for Z1, I think. Yep. And then extruder's going to be the one that I don't know because I don't remember the formula. I might have to Google that. So let's save and restart that. No, actually, I didn't need to save and restart you. I need to save and restart you. Okay. You're up to date. All right. So option rotation distance in extruder must be set. Okay, yeah. I know that. I get that. But I don't remember what it's supposed to be for the extruder. Because oh wait, no. Yeah, Nemesis is using the same thing. So I can copy the one from Nemesis, which is this one. So if we go down to extruder, rotation distance, copy this. Hey Brandon, it's quiet, buddy. It's very quiet. Save and restart that. Option default parameter X is not valid in. Oh, yeah, I have to redo the macros too, I think. So, what I need to do is. I don't know. Ugh, crap. So. We'll copy the filament sensor stuff. Because this works out better. And then out the filament. The park macro is no longer valid. So is there an out of filament? Load filament, unload filament, Z-line, pause, resume, cancel print, texture. So yeah, I don't see anything for when it runs out of filament. Unless you don't need one anymore with the new the runout detected. Oh yeah, yeah. So runout G code. So I don't need that anymore in here. So I can remove the out of filament one. So let's save and restart that. Oh, and pause. All right, we got to edit pause then. So where's pause at? Add mesh, start print, and print. I'm gonna have to copy the start print. So let's just do that. So here's the G code for start print. Copy that. Paste that in there. Save that. And then print end. We'll copy that because I know these ones work. And then pause. Okay, so pause doesn't. I don't think I need a pause macro for this anymore. Oh, here's pause right here. It's just this right here that needs to change. Actually, I'm just going to copy the whole thing for the macro. Well, M600 is change filament. But this is all pause here. Like that. And then save and restart, see if that likes it. At least the screen is still working. G-code command pause already registered. Yes, I don't think I need. Just like that, I think you just pull that out, unless the macro is literally in their price. It is in there twice. I guess I can take out that. I'll just take this one out then, I guess. So the M600 needs a change. I already know that. So that's all of this. Hey Wolfgang, how you doing? Actually, I'm going to switch me back over to here so you guys can see all that. Oh, resume. Got to change resume as well. Okay, so I don't think I have a resume in here. I have resume here. Okay. Where is it at? Resume, there it is. Okay, so we can do, paste that in there. Save and restart. MCU protocol. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is it. So this is what I was saying. So this is where I'm going to have to rebuild the firmware for Megatron. Okay. So we'll leave that one right there for the moment because that's not a hard thing to do, but I don't want to screw it up. That. Save and restart. Okay. Okay, rotation distance, step Z must. Okay. So now let's do the rotation distance for all of this stuff now. Oh, I have it there. Rotation distance for X is there. Rotation distance for Y is there. Okay, it's not there for Z, so that's okay. That's easy fix. We can just scroll up here to Z and paste that in. And then the other one, where's the other? Wait, this is Hound. Oh, Hound only has one Z. Hound only has one Z because it's an NZ board. So now the extruder is rotation distance. Okay, that's right. That's what's supposed to be. Okay. Because I remember when rotation distance changed, I was working on this printer. Option microsteps is not valid. Oh. You can't have microsteps in this, I guess. The TMZ section. Save and restart. Or just keep going through each of these errors as they come up. Okay. G-code macro M300. F M300. Where's it at? G80, it says right here. Okay, I don't know. So we'll just scroll down till we find it, I guess. Display, printer input shaper, filament sensor stuff. M300. Okay, so I don't know what to do with this because I don't have this. I mean, I'll just comment it out right now because I honestly don't even know what M300 does. Let's just do that for now and see what happens from there. I think there's a couple more of those default parameters going to have to update at some point. M600. Yep. Okay. So let's go into here. Let's go down my M600. And then we're just going to copy M600. And where's it at here? I think it's down a ways. M600 right there. Paste that in, save and restart, and go to the next one. And pause, okay? Well, we're going to have to do resume as well, so let's do pause and resume at the same time. Load from unloaded filament. There's pause. There's resume. Okay, so there's do resume. And then here's pause. Save and restart. Maybe we'll have a better now. Okay. So everything is good now except for I need to upgrade the firmware on that as well. I was really hoping to not have to do that firmware because Hound is the newest one I have, but clearly that's not the case. All right, so on to Ultra Magnus. I'm going to go ahead and download the current config. Yes, keep it. Okay, Ultra Magnus. Okay. And now we can go here and start the updates, which again, number 1 is going to be Klipper. Okay, so now Hound is sitting at that, that's sitting at that. Let's go to is Optimus on? Yeah, okay. Ouch. Jeez, Optimus is on. So Optimus Prime.local. Now we have to do Fastlane. Fastlane. Okay, so let's go ahead and download. See, there's a Klipper screen config. I have it on here. So I'm gonna have to figure out what that code is to include it, but at least I'll have it downloaded for that one. Now we'll go ahead and start the Klipper update on you. So both Ultra Magnus and you can start. Fastlane is not online. All right, so yeah, while those do that. Yeah, see, this even tells you that it's 10.01. Yeah, it's really not that old, but I guess it changed enough that it has to be updated. That sucks. I want Fastlane. Here we go. We're getting there. Woo, it's bright. No. Reconnect. So Fastlane is very similar to Hound, as in it's also using NZ board. Because it's basically a Mark IIIS just with Klipper, and Hound is a Prusa Mark IIIS Bear with a NZ board. So that's why I have those configurations. So a little bit different. All right, so everything should be already in there. So all I have to do here is we'll start with Megatron, I guess. So we'll do. We'll just make sure that clean is good. Okay. Then we'll do make menu config, and I have to redo all of this. Dang it. All right, so it is this. That's a 1.3. Yeah, it's going to be UART 0, and that should be it. So quit. Yes. Make. And I. Oh, crike. I do not remember how to do the update on the NZ board because that took me a really long time to figure out last time. Because the NZ boards are not really easy, to be honest. All right, so we got the old firmware. So now we go into Klipper, out, klipper.bin, and we're going to download that to, I guess desktop's fine. Oh, man. A download? Okay, sweet. Okay, so we can cut that, paste it, and call it firmware.bin. Okay. Now we can go ahead and tell. Oh, we just shut the whole thing down. Okay. We let that reboot. Update Moonraker on you. You're still updating Klipper. Okay. Okay, screen turned on. Reconnect. Oh, what is all this? Oh, the policy kit thing. Okay. We can run that. So yeah, that's just this right here. So, oops, we gotta reconnect to it. Megatron, where you at? Megatron. Okay, so CD, squiggly, breaker, scripts, dot that, set, policy kit, rules dot sh. Okay. Now we'll go back to here. And if we still get it, I had to do the other thing it says to do last time. That just doing that did not work. Okay, well, it's not the policy kit error anymore. Just restart everything again real quick. Okay, so file manager and data store stuff has changed. So Okay, so we have to go into here, Moonraker config. Is that even in there? Oh yeah, so file manager is missing and so is data store. So we can just copy those and say and do that, and that should do it. I think. Unparse config path detected on server. This may be an option no longer. Okay, so we still need to change something on the server part. Oh, so config path, take that out. I can take out the log path. And then save that. Temperature and G code. You gotta take those out too. What does Nemesis's look like? Come on. So it's just the debugging. So let's just copy all the file manager one. That'll all go into here. And we can take out both of those. And yeah, I think that's it. So save and restart that. And that might do it for that one. We'll see. Survey says. Survey says we are up to date and Megatron is good. One, except for the client things. So we're gonna wait to do that till later because those take literally hours. And I have a lot of printers to do, so we're gonna wait on that. So Megatron is done. We can close that now. And I'm gonna go and start the Klipper update on Fastlane. I really don't remember how to flash these. Okay, I think we need to do Moonraker now on you. Optimus is still chugging through on Moonraker. So, come on. Yeah, I don't remember how to flash the board. I'll have to look that up. I think I have to do it. I think I just do it through the slicer. Yeah, I think I can just push it with the slicer. I think that's what I can do. I think so. But I don't remember how to do how the setup is. that what I want? The menu config is what I don't ever really remember what it is for that. Oh, Chris did a thing on it. Nope, nope, nope. I don't want the audio. Oh, he does it with Octopi, but I should be able to use the config though. Anyways, okay, so Ultra Magnus. I think he just finished Moonraker, and then, whoop, come on. Okay, so now we can update fluid, and okay, let's wait and see. I think I just did Moonraker on this one. Okay, now we can do Klipper screen. Yeah, the Pi Zero really, really does take its time. Oh, hey, this is all still there. Yeah, and I'm doing on, yeah, UART1. Okay, cool. So we can quit this and do make. Okay, update Moonraker. And where are we at here? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here and out and the hex. Yeah. So I'm going to download the hex to desktop. It's fine. Let me just check something here. Oh, I did it to the wrong place. Download. It went to the OneDrive desktop, not my like real desktop. Goofy thing. Now we need Prusa Slicer up here, and I need a USB cable, so hang on. Okay. So now I should be able to do Flash Printer firmware. And then we should be able to just grab the one from the desktop and flash it. And hope it works. Because I don't know. Says it worked. Restart firmware. Restart firmware. Oh, that worked. No way. That worked. Sweet. Okay, we got all this stuff to do, which we can, we'll get there. So, okay, policy kit. Let's do policy kit now on here. So I'm gonna have to reconnect this. Oh. So CD. Oh, it's set policy. Policy kit rules, right? Yeah, rules. Okay. So do that. And let's restart it. Okay, go back here to Hound, reconnect. Okay, cool. Now it's just the Moonraker config. Sweet. Okay, so Moonraker config. We take all of this out. And we go to here. Moonraker. And I just have to copy the one section. File manager section. So we'll just copy this into Hound, save and restart, and this should be it. Okay, let's try something like homing. I should have did that with Megatron. Okay. That worked, and Klipper screen is working. So Hound is done except for OS packages. 2 down. Man, we're making some progress now. Let's update Moonraker on you. Optimus Prime is still updating. Ultra Magnus still updating. Okay. We are getting somewhere. Definitely getting somewhere. So 3 printers left to do. We already did 3 machines so far. I'm updating Optimus, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is going well so far. Not to jinx myself, but yeah, so far we're making progress, which is good. Do 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 do. Okay, we made some progress on Ultra Magnus. Let's see where we are. Reconnect, come on. Oh my god, freaking OneDrive. If you don't go away. Okay, we're not connecting to Ultra Magnus for some reason. So it's just that slow to reboot. That Pi Zero, man. Okay, there we go. Okay. So now let's do Fluid. Which the version on Fluid's not too old. It's 1.16 and it's what 1.19 now, so not too old. But still not new. Okay, now let's update Klipper screen, and then we can start updating the configuration for this guy. And I'll be able to copy all the values from Nemesis for the rotation distance and everything like that, because it's using all the same values. But Hound is good, so we're going to need to... we're going to need Ultra Magnus. Because that's going to be the next one that's ready. So finish that. Update Klipper screen on Optimus. Fastlane is almost there with Moonraker. Oh, looks like, okay, let's just check Optimus, make sure everything is good on there, except for OS packages, that's fine. Perfect. All right, so now we can go into the printer config and start changing that up. So that, we need Z, that's Y. There's Z, and then the extruder, it's the same as this guy. And then Z1, need to update Z1. Rotation distance is 8, like that. We're going to update a lot of other things too here. So we're going to have to do Pi CPU, is that right? Where's that go? Where did it go? Yep, high CPU is correct. Oh no, temperature host is supposed to be. Okay, like that. And a lot of these things are gonna need to be updated, so let's just save and restart and chuck away at them as they pop up. Update fluid now on you. Okay. So let's go down here to the, okay, out of filament we don't need for anything. We will need to update the start. So here's the start G code. Update that. Print end. Let's update that. Pause. Don't need pause, just need to update M600. So pause we can get rid of. Or wait, no, I do need to keep pause. Yeah, pause needs to stay there. But this is the M600. So there's that. Load, unload. Here's pause. So copy pause to here, and then resume. Okay, now let's save and restart and see where we're at now. Okay, look, Fastlane is ready to start editing. Great. Okay, so here we are. We got to redo the firmware on Optimus, which is fine. We knew that. Let's work on Fastlane now. One error at a time. So I know that needs changed. Okay, now we have to start doing rotation distance. Okay, so right there. Take microsteps out of there. There, microsteps out of here. Okay, and then that's Y, and then Z. Stepper Z goes here. Take microsteps out of there. Okay, go down to extruder. Take microsteps was 32. We'll do 16. That's fine. No, don't do that. Wrong button. Okay, save and restart. See where we're at. So I want to be able to accept the printer config, and then once it does that, then I can look to redo the firmware if needed for this one as well. Okay, M300. Okay, so I'm just gonna say we're just gonna take M300 out because I don't remember what that does. Something with beeper pin stuff. I don't know. I don't know if it's necessary on the NZ board or not, but oh well. Take it out for now. Okay, M600. All right, yeah. So let's go into here. Let's find my M600 code and put that one in right here. It's M600. Save and restart. Okay, we have to do the pause and resume now, okay? So that pause is already, oh, that's M600 one. There's pause, okay. So here is for pause. And then we need to grab the one for resume. Save and restart those. Ultra Magnus is still updating Klipper screen. Oh, a little bit left here. Okay, cool. So let's start with Optimus's firmware. So let's go to Optimus. And get the SD card. There it is. So then we can, where'd they go? Yes. All right, current firmware becomes .old. Make clean. Make menu config. All of it is already set. Outstanding. So we can quit that. Do make. Go into Klipper. Go into out. And wait for that to do its thing. Hey, Aaron. It's going pretty good so far. I've got 3 printers done, and I've got 3 printers left to work on. As you said, it's really not as hard as I kind of thought it was going to be, but we're definitely making headway. I have to redo the firmware on every one of them, though. I know, wow. So I'm redoing Optimus Prime's firmware now. There's clipper.bin. Download. Stop going to the OneDrive. Go to my desktop. Like, the OneDrive is so annoying. So let's go to desktop over here. That's done. So you can cut that. Paste it here. Firmware.bin. And we're doing, what are we doing next? We're doing Fastlane next. So let's open up a Fastlane session. So now I'm rebooting Optimus. Ultra Magnus is still going. Man, let's start the firmware in Fastlane. Make clean. Make menu config. Please be already configured. It is, sweet. Make, let that run. Okay, cool. So we can go back to Optimus and we can do the policy kit fix now. Which surprisingly has worked on all the printers so far. But I said when I did Nemesis last week, or 2 weeks ago, I had to run the secondary one down here for some reason. Oops, that's going to be wrong. Oh, okay. All right. That's still finishing there. So let's go to Optimus now and reconnect and see if that error is gone. Then we just have to update Moonraker or edit the Moonraker config. Okay, so Klipper out, download that to the desktop. Yep, okay, sweet. So we can go here to configuration, Moonraker config, get rid of all of that. Go to here, go to Moonraker. And copy this part, File Manager. Save and restart, and this should unparsed configuration enabled true in authorization. Oh, that's old. So I just have to comment that out. Like that. Save and restart. Here. Okay, we go configuration, flash firmware, browse for it. That one, flash. Optimus Prime is good. Just homing it now to make sure that it works. Okay, the steps is wrong. This should be 40 and 40 on this guy because I'm using larger pulleys on it. Let's home all again. Let's see, push slicer. Okay, that finished. Fastlane, firmware restart. it centered now. Oh wow, Klipper screen is really cool on here. There's like temperature graphs. I wonder why Klipper screen is different on. Yeah, Klipper screen is different on Optimus than it is on Hound. I wonder if it has to do with the board. But I've got like this temperature graph is on the front of Optimus now, but Hound doesn't have that graph. And I didn't configure anything for that. I just updated it. So that's really weird. Very weird. But either way, Optimus works now. Close it. Fastlane, what are you doing? Firmware restart. Ultra Magnus is still updating. Klipper screen. Okay. So, we can close that. Okay. Oh, squiggly. Okay, and then we do dot that set bam. Well, it restarted anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, now we can go to our printer config. No, not printer config, Moonraker. And we can do that. Then we have to add in file manager. Okay, and then we can save and restart, and that should finish Fastlane. Should. So, okay. Home it, make sure that it works. All right, Fastlane now works. Hot dog. Oh, now I think we're just left with Ultra Magnus. I need to sneeze. So yeah, so far this has been going swimmingly. So we can go to Teletran now and just make sure that everybody is connected to it. Because again, I just have one tab open to manage 6 different printers, which is great. And this error here doesn't mean anything. I mean, it means there's no printer config because it's not hooked up to a printer. So I can't have a config if there's no printer. But Megatron, Fastlane, Optimus, Hound, Nemesis, and Ultra Magnus. All 6 of them ready to go. Oh, I forgot. We didn't do Bumblebee. That's an old config. That is a very old config. Let me get Bumblebee out and booted. I'm gonna need to turn off some of those other printers because I don't trust any of it. Okay. And we'll wait for that to boot up so we can do that. I am going to have to dust it off because I have not used it in a while. Actually, give me 1 second. It wasn't that bad, but now at least I can see the screen. There he is. There's Bumblebee. I missed this printer. I haven't used it in a while. Okay, so first things first. Oh, come on. I guess it's not as old. It's about as old as Megatron was. So not too bad. Although it is still booting and prepping itself. Ultramagnus is still going. I hope this will let me update it. It's still checking for updates. Now this has a Pi 4 in it. Back when they were affordable. I didn't actually, so people have been talking about the Pi prices, and I didn't really believe anybody. Went on to Amazon last night, because again, I'm debating on doing the V0. And yeah, shockingly, they are like $140. I'm like, what? Absolutely insanity. I don't know if this is actually going to work or not. And flashing this is also going to be a hassle because this is running, or maybe it's not. This is running via USB. Yeah, so it shouldn't be horrible, but it's going to be difficult because it is a, there it is. Okay, so Klipper first. It is a duet, so those are a little bit different. Yeah, I can't believe it, Aaron. I'm really hoping that Brandon does come back saying he has one, because now that I have the money through the affiliate, building the V0 might be fun. I mean, I've been debating doing the Tiny M for such a long time. It's just the V0 is a kit at least, so I just have to print the parts and then go from there, which is actually going to be kind of difficult because I don't know. I have ABS somewhere, I think, but the issue is I can't use the FT5 because I got rid of printers, and the CR10S that I got rid of had a cracked glass bed, so I gave it away I gave the FT5 glass bed away with the CR10S. So now I don't have a glass bed. I mean, I have one, but it's cracked. And I don't know if that'll work or not. Finish. Okay, now Moonraker. This is the one that takes forever. Although that Klipper went, that Pi 4 is definitely, you can definitely see the power difference between the even a 3 and a 4. Definitely a power difference. I mean, I'm probably going to lap Ultra Magnus running the Pi 0. But with the pies, I like went on to Adafruit, and I'm already on notifications for a 3 and a 0, so I added myself for a bunch of different 4s for when they come back in stock. But yeah, I think I don't even know where, like, if I go back when I go back to the US, I don't even know where I can even look for one. I mean, maybe I'll stop by Best Buy. I don't Does Best Buy like stock Raspberry Pis? I don't even know when Murph is, so I'm not going. But isn't it like next weekend or something? Um, yeah, I think it's like next weekend, but I won't be back in the States yet. I don't get back to the States until July. So those are all sold out. Can we see? Can we change my store? Let's check Pittsburgh. Sure. All stores nearby. And no one in the Pittsburgh area has it. I don't, all right, I'm going to mute for 1 second. Give me a minute here. All right, can you guys? Whoa. Can you guys hear me now? It's really high. Um, yeah, can you guys hear me now? Is this okay? Tony, no, I am not in Canada. Okay, so I'm now plugged into the back of the motherboard. I think the front mic port is having issues. That's what's going on, I think. Yeah, I think the front I think the front headers on my motherboard or on the case are starting to go bad, I think. Man, look how fast it updated Klipper. That was like that. Man, that was crazy. Oh, I need Nemesis back on so I can use it for config reference. Um, yeah, it would be cool to go to Murph 1 year, but it's never when I'm back in the US. So that sucks. Okay. Well, it looks like Ultra Magnus is updated, so now it's just time to edit the printer configs. Bumblebee is updated, which took 3 seconds, so now it's time to update its printer config. And this is where things... Oh, see, I already did rotation distance on here. That's cool. I already did it. This might be the first printer that I ever did that on. Illegal snow, they're yellow snow cones to be exact. Oh, I could take all these out. Yeah, all of this can come out because I'm using the Klipper screen on here. So I don't know why I still have all that in there. What temperature? CPU? I forget what it is. I've only said it like every single time and I still temperature host. Save, refresh that. Okay. So this is temperature host. Okay. So I've definitely got some more things to fix in there, and I haven't done any. So let's do Bumblebee just because I think it's going to be a little bit easier to go through. So what do you want? No, no, still no. Don't do that. All right, so okay, out of filament, don't need anymore. 39, that's fine. Okay, so we need to do, let's do start G code. Oh, wait, no, I can't do that because this is, okay, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is right now and end because it's totally different. But pause, I just need to change these values. That goes in the G code. Get rid of that. And then resume just needs this one. We don't need that. M600 needs updated. What's different with M600? Just change these. get rid of these ones. And let's try that. See how that goes. And then Earth, I think Earth is in like September or something like that, and I'm gonna miss that as well. Won't be around for that. Okay, sweet. So we're at this point. All right. So now let's, before I build the firmware for Bumblebee, let's switch over to Ultra Magnus and get this stuff updated. See. C1. And then extruder is the same. Save and restart. And then it should just take me down to the macros to update. Yep, perfect. Okay. That's what I wanted it to be. Okay, so where are we at here? So I don't need that. Whoops, nope. Oh, that goes like that. Okay, and then just need to add this into the pause. Oh, that was pause. This is M600 here. Like that. And then I think I have to do the, that might be it. Unless I missed something. Let's see. Oh, resume. I missed something in resume. Oh, this is no longer valid. And in resume, let's have to do this one here. Save, restart. Perfect. Okay, so now we're on the rebuild firmware for both of those. I'm just going to get connected to both of them, and then we can build the firmwares again. So cd Klipper, make clean, and you config. All of it's already set. Sweet. And then we can do make. And now we can go here and let's connect to Ultra Magnus. I gotta look up the command. this is right here. That make flash deal. Already there. Make. Bumblebee is done. Okay, so now I need to do all of this stuff. So I need to do so ls dev serial by ID star. Okay, there it is. So now we do sudo service Klipper stop. Do make flash device equals no rule to make target flash. What am I missing here? Why is it not working? I have to do sudo make flash? Oh, do I have to be in Klipper to do this? In the Klipper folder? I think I need to be in the Klipper folder. Yep, had to be in the Klipper folder. Okay. And then sudo service Klipper starts. Go back. Now we can go to Ultra Magnus. It made it. Okay, so Klipper out. Download that to the desktop. Okay. Let me go get that. Okay, finish. So desktop. Okay. Cut. Paste. Current goes to dot old. This turns to firmware. Okay. Now I gotta wait for a few minutes for that to reboot. 5-sec Big Dipper. I think I remember seeing something about that a while ago. Okay, sweet. So we now have to do the policy thing on Bumblebee. cd breaker scripts dot slash set. Okay. Sudo service breaker start. Connect. So the Big Dipper, eh? I've not, I think I've seen much with that. Connect. Oh, that's a beefy board right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 steppers. Holy smokes. Wi-Fi in there already. Wow. $75. That's not, wow, that's interesting. That's not bad at all. Because the NZ board is just so stupid expensive. Okay, now we can go to Moonraker. Take that out. And comment that out. Now we can do Moonraker here. Oh, I mean, anything's better than those old Melzy boards, man. I mean, literally anything. There's, I don't think there's anything you could do that's worse than that. Start. Start. Check what else about this thing. Everything's labeled on the back. That's nice. The pinouts is nice. This one. There we go. Yeah, 2 extruders, bed in, bed out, power. Oh, you can set the voltage outs, 5 volt, 12 volt, or 16 volt. Whoa. Nope, that doesn't work. Yeah, it looks like you can set all 3 of those center inputs. You can set the voltage. That seems really cool. Because it doesn't, well, 5.6 to 1, it started that. Didn't they start that with the S6? Was that what it was? That was the first board that you could set the voltage for fan outputs, which was absolutely fantastic. Which will be those right there. Oh, 5, 12, and 24. It looked like 16. I don't know why I said that. 5, 12, and 24 volt. You can set all 4 of those two. That's really cool. Is it only rep wrap? Set your printer and update the firmware through the interface. That sounds like rep wrap to me. But what sounds? But you can put. I wonder if you can put Klipper on this. Just the cheetah. Well, Nero did a video on it, and he put Klipper on it. Looks like. You'd probably have to do all the pins yourself, though, unless he put it in his video. And just like that, let's see if this works. Or homing Bumblebee. Slow and steady. That's definitely the homing on this giant printer. Definitely slow and steady. That works. I'm telling it to do is Z adjust because it's very much out of whack. I'll let that run. Um, well, yeah, I mean, putting RepRap on there eliminates the need to use. So I guess that is honestly like right now, you make a good point. That makes RepRap kind of like the best thing right now because for the boards that can run RepRap, you don't have to have the Klipper. So normal times, yeah, that's an extra 40, $50 you got to spend on your printer. But right now, you can buy this thing for $75 and have a Wi-Fi enabled printer that runs RepRap instead. Because even if you can put Klipper on it, you still need the Pi. You can put the Klipper firmware on here, but you still need the Pi to be able to run it. So you make a very good point. But I'll recommend you right now go check out Nero's video. He did it, and I wonder if he talks about putting Klipper on it. I mean, he says best Klipper board yet ? So obviously it's clickbaited. Um, but yeah. All right. Well, Bumblebee works. Hot freaking dog. Let's home all that again. Okay, so now let's get into Ultra Magnus here. I mean, I ran. If you weren't around for this, Tony, I don't know if you were. Other people were listening in. The whole 3 people that are here. But I did run RepRap on Bumblebee for a little while, and the one thing that bugged me is that you have to know all the G code to make anything work in it, and that really bugged me. Where I felt that the learning curve for RepRap was, I mean, super duper steep. Klipper's learning curve is steep, but I felt like it's between Marlin, which if you don't know, I mean Marlin's can be kind of steep if you know anything about it. And you've got Marlin, you've got RepRap, and then right like towards the higher middle, you've got Klipper in there. So I think it was a much easier learning curve for me, and I like the interface. I mean, but the interface was great. I mean, there was a lot of good things about RepRap. I just didn't want one printer to have it. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I found it more difficult, in my opinion. But hot dog. So now we can go into here. No, I don't want that one. Moonraker. And copy that again. Take that out. Disable that. And save and restart. And that is true. I mean, Klipper's a little bit more organized, be able to see things and whatnot. And that's Ultra Magnus updated. Just gonna make sure it homes properly, and then yeah. It's there too. Why is Hound not? I need to adjust the steps because I'm using the smaller pulleys on X and Y on here. On X and Y. Save and restart. I think something's wrong. I think this is wrong. No, it's right. I thought for some reason that was wrong. No, Bumblebee's good. Start firmware. Yeah, the lack Raspberry Pi, that is going to stunt the Klipper movement quite a bit, honestly. That's really gonna it's gonna be harder for people to want to get into it if you can't easily get a board. But now that I'm sitting here, you know what? I hate to do this though, but I haven't used it yet. You guys remember the smart board thing I made? There's a Raspberry Pi 3 sitting in this. And I haven't used this because the wife doesn't like it. And I also don't really know where I would put it here at this house. I would love to continue to use it, but I don't know, this might end up being if Brandon can't get me a Pi, I might sacrifice this Raspberry Pi 3. I'll have to think about that. Ultra Magnus in the middle of the bed. Look at that. So I don't understand though. Sorry, I don't understand though why Ultra Magnus and Optimus Prime have a temperature graph on the Klipper screen, but Hound does not. So I'm wondering if I am missing something in the Moonraker config for that. Because all the Klipper screen stuff is here on Ultra Magnus. So let me go to Hound. So configuration, Moonraker. Yeah, I mean, it's all there. Oh, now it's there. I guess I just had to restart it again. Okay. So yeah, Klipper screen's pretty cool. So it's got a graph on there now, which I like. I really do like that. Oh, Gunner just messaged me. Where is this at, Gunner? .ch. What in God's name language is this? Indeed, working Bob. Corb. Working Gorb. Oh, that's an A plus. I want a B plus. Does it really matter? 2 gig Pi B. Let's do CHF to USD. What is it? Swiss franc. It's like $55. So this is in Switzerland. Oh, it's not in stock. Oh, the A plus is the only one that's in stock. Go back to here so I can see what I'm doing here. There we go. Yeah, I'll probably look when I go to, like when I'm back home, I'll look at like Target, Walmart. I know Target sometimes stocks them. I don't feel like putting a VPN now to be able to get to Target. But yeah, might be something to check out. Well, I gotta say, man, 6 for 6, 7 for 7 actually, including Bumblebee, 8 for 8 if you include Teletron, updating that. But yeah, everything's up to date except for the OS packages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back one at a time and just update the OS packages because again, that usually takes about an hour to 2 hours, I'd say probably, just because there's so much to do, and it'll be even longer for the Raspberry Pi Zeros because those are just less powerful. But like the Pi 4, the 0 and the 3s will, the 0, 2 and the 3s will probably just cut right through that pretty quickly. But yeah, that's everyone needs to mark tonight down as the most successful single night I have ever had when it comes to 3D printers. I have never had this much success ever on anything. Like whether it's screens or firmware, those are both like my bane of existence. Um, but yeah, I mean, I am shocked at how well that went, honestly. Now I still need to test all of them to make sure all the settings did go through properly and everything's working well. Which I mean, again, I'll work on that over the next week probably. Just do one test on each printer each night. Just run a quick Voron cube or something like that, just to make sure they're all working properly. But yeah, I mean, so that was 2 hours and 15 minutes to kind of go through all those. But holy cow, that was like success. Like we're doing Italian hand success today. Like it was really good. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm very happy. It's worked out really well. Um, I need to figure out what I'm going to do though. I think I'm going to rearrange some stuff because my issue. Yeah, and I fixed my audio. Look at that. It just because it's either bad motherboard or bad header. Um, so right now, Bumblebee sits in this opening here, okay, and it fits in there great. The only issue is that the filament is in the back of it, and I'm lazy. I don't want to have to pull the printer out to be able to load filament and then have to push the printer back in. I find that very time consuming and I'm lazy. So I kind of need to decide whether I do want to do that and force myself to start using that printer for more things, or I need to put it here under my desk. So where I'm at now, this is a big floating desk. It's 4.5 feet by about 3. I don't know. I guess it's like 5 feet by 3 feet deep. And right now I just have some filament boxes under here, like these tubs here, but I have some under the desk. I can move the 2 of those to there and put the printer under me. So I kind of need to, I think I might spend some time tomorrow. I need to clean anyways tomorrow, but I have 2 more. I have 1 more weekend after this weekend here before I go back on leave. So I could hang it, Aaron, but again, the problem is that everything with that printer is done through the back of it. Okay, so it's going to be hard to see, but okay, so right there is where the reverse Bowden tube, and it goes right back into here. So I can reach it from inside the hole here and then fish it in there, push it all the way up and through and down to the extruder to catch it. I would just have to move my reverse Bowden tube, which I guess I could do. Um, but I just like how it's very clean right now. Everything fits well. I just need to play with it and decide really what I want to do. to make it. That's the reason why I haven't used it, is because it's just been, I'm too lazy to pull the whole thing out, load filament, and then push everything back underneath the desk. It's just annoying. So I just need to kind of like decide, I guess. I mean, I've been going through a bit of filament with some prototyping and just making stuff around the house and whatnot. Um, I need to do some more. So these are for the, those IKEA drawer systems for like kids, like they're the toy drawers. So I have a couple. I have one here. I'm gonna have another one that these bins fit in. Then I use these for sorting for Lego parts, as I am ordering things and working on different projects. I mean, I've got a couple different projects back here I've been working on, and they're good for just kind of sorting and having things. Instead of just having a box full of a bunch of bags, I can either have things loose in those bins, or I can put several bags in one of these bins, and it just makes it easier when I try to work on things. Because as same with 3D printing, even with Lego, I have like 12 different um, projects going at the same time, and I'm using those bins to kind of organize everything. So I just need to do some more printing, and it's faster. I like printing this stuff on here because this is now my only 0.6 millimeter nozzle printer, because I got rid of the Artillery X1. So this is now my large format with a large nozzle, but I also have Ultra Magnus, which is a 0.5 millimeter nozzle. Not a huge difference, but that 0.1 millimeter you can print a lot faster with the 0.6, and it's a high flow. What's that one on there? Oh, it's just a Volcano. So that one's just this one is just the Volcano. The Mosquito is on Hound, and then the Dragon, I can't remember if the Dragon's on Megatron or if it's on Ultra Magnus. I think it's on Megatron. I have the Dragon. Um, as I said before, a lot of my printers all use different extruders, different hot ends. The setups might be very similar. They're all the i3 style, kind of bearish 2020, 2040 type style. But I mean, I've got Core XYs, the i3s, cantilevers. The deltas are all gone now, but it's more of so I have different extruders and different hot ends on most of the printers that I have, so I can play with different things. But yeah, so I think that's more of me just, figuring out what the heck I'm doing with my 3D printing life and getting it back to getting everything working properly again. So yeah, that was a incredibly successful night, and I think that's all really I have. We're gonna have one more live stream tomorrow before I go on vacation for a month. So I kind of have to figure out what to do for next week's live stream. I really don't have any ideas right now. So if you guys have any ideas for next Saturday's live stream, let me know. If there's something you want to see, whether it be something designing something. I don't have anything on the docket that I need to design right now, I don't think. But yeah, or maybe it'll just be a hangout, see who shows up. Because tonight was, very slow. We got 4 people now. The highest we had, I think, was 8 tonight. So pretty low viewership, which most people only being here for 6-7 minutes. But yeah, that's fine. I do it so I can allocate time to work on this stuff. So thank you guys for joining in with me. For those of you that hung out, if you want to support the channel, check out links down below. And if you want to do a Patreon, go ahead to there. I'm chatting with Patrons in the Discord right now. Again, trying to decide on some ideas what to do with some of the money that I've gotten in recently from that. So thank you guys for tuning in with me. Check out the Discord. Oh yeah, hop on Discord. I need to do that more often through these streams. But yeah, go to Discord, chat with us, hang out, and I'll talk to you guys later. Happy print.